You said something after the Northwestern game, like you played 4 minutes the game before, but you kind of shrugged that off really quickly. Is that something that you would have done a year ago or 2 years ago to kind of put that aside as quickly as you did?
Probably not. But I mean, last year that was kind of a different situation. I wasn't checking in games at all, unlike for consecutive games too. So, but definitely going through that last year definitely helped this year. And plus, it was kind of like it was like a little disagreement with myself and one of the other coaches. So it wasn't anything serious.
Right. But what does that tell you about maybe how much you've matured, just in a short period of time to put that aside and to go focus on the next?
Yeah, definitely. Having the experience I did last season, has helped me tremendously from a mental standpoint of the ups and downs of a college basketball season, and it's helped me. It definitely helped me grow a lot and mature a lot to be able to be here, a year or so later, and be able to stay locked in, stay mentally focused, stay engaged, be able to come back and put together a good stretch, a couple games.
How proud of you were you of your defensive effort against Northwestern, especially that first half where you seemed pretty active. You seemed really engaged. Was that something that, as you think about it, that was a good step forward for you?
Yeah, no, I think being a two-way player was one of my goals coming into the season, and I've been taking pride, on that side of the ball. Being locked in on my matchups, making sure I know what's going on from a scouting standpoint. And it's helped me in a lot of games to kind of get me going, because obviously I really haven't been shooting it that great this year.
Right.
And I think just because it's kind of hard with the minutes I've been getting and being able to get into a rhythm. But I can still play defense, I can still rebound, I can still talk to my teammates, I can still do things like that. So.
What things have you done, maybe not just in season but out of season, to make sure that you are locked in defensively? That minutes are scarce, it's hard to get in the rhythm shooting, and how much pride have you taken in really understanding what this team needs from you defensively?
I watch a lot of film. I'm talking to Nick T, asking him for extra film, just extra clips on guys or extra clips that we go over as a team. I obviously read my scouting report, and I make sure I'm locked in, in these walkthroughs and the defensive breakdowns during practice.
And you and Ethan end up in most games guarding the same guy. I mean, you guys feed off each other a little bit, share information, just kind of how's that process work for both of you guys?
No doubt. If he sees something that I don't see, or vice versa, we'll help each other out. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's been good this year with that. I know I've been helping him out as well. So.
You mentioned that if you hadn't gone through last year's experience, that you might not be in the same place right now. But as you look back on that, how much did that kind of push you?
Yeah. Say it again.
You mentioned earlier about
last
year's experience going through that. If you hadn't gone through that, do you feel like you would still be the same player that you are today, or did that adversity really, push you forward?
I think it pushed me forward in different areas. Like I mentioned earlier, just from like a mental standpoint, being able to continue to do my job and do what the coaches ask of me, and not just dwell on playing 4 minutes in the last game or not checking in like last year. Being able to move forward and be on to the next game, be on to the next opponent. I think those are some of the areas that's helped me.
Right. You guys have hit a rough patch, losing 3 out of 4. But is it easy to remind yourself that you guys still lead the Big Ten and you control whether you guys win it or not? Like, you don't need any help. I mean, it's all still on your shoulders as it has been most of the year.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good position to be in. But obviously, losing the last 2 or the last 3 out of 4, it kind of puts you on edge a little bit, because, it was nice having a little cushion. We still do, but, we feel like every game or every time we step on the court, we can win. You know what I mean? So when we don't, we've been pretty good all year. We're winning the majority of our games and having 3 or 4 losses. So we understand what's in front of us. And we're going to make sure we're ready for Ohio State tomorrow, and then get ready for the next.
Good deal. Thank you, sir.